Welcome back to Trip to the Zoo, one of the channels that brings the zoo to your room.
Hey guys, welcome back to Trip to the Zoo. I know it's been a really long time, but I'm really slow and lazy. But I'm finally back. As you can tell from the footage, today I'm going to be finally touring the Los Angeles Zoo. Hey, I've been gone for a while, but at least we have a new zoo, you know? Basically, today, I'm going to be doing a full breakdown of the Los Angeles Zoo, covering every exhibit, kind of, and basically giving a whole rundown and my thoughts about the zoo. When you first walk into the Los Angeles Zoo, the first exhibit that you'll encounter are the seals. The Los Angeles Zoo is home to harbor seals, which I'm a big fan of. I like seals. They're not going to get their own tour, so we'll spend a bit of time with them right here. They have a nice underwater viewing, and as it's the first animal, you can never really go wrong. And then you can come up here to go see a higher level viewing of the seals after you check out their underwater viewing. We haven't seen seals on this channel for a while. I mean, we haven't seen anything. But yeah, it's a great first exhibit. Seals starting off a zoo is always good. So yeah, that's the first animal at the Los Angeles Zoo, the harbor seals. After the seals, you'll enter this area with alligators, American alligators, and then after looking at the alligators, you'll enter this area that has an international marketplace, kind of just like a down the central zoo. Then you'll enter the children's zoo, and let me tell you, this is the best children's zoo I've ever visited. The children's zoo, I was considering not going to, but then I looked on the map and saw the badgers weren't there, so I thought, might as well. I didn't realize we were going to get so many shots of animals. An active fennec fox. This was this was the greatest children's zoo I've ever visited. Active fennec fox, an active tamandua. This was literally full of animals. I'm so glad I came in here. It was one of my favorite exhibits in the zoo. The children's zoo was full of animals, and I had no idea they were in there because of the map. As I mentioned, fennec fox, a Prevost squirrel, and a bunch of other creatures I enjoyed seeing, like this active tamandua. He's pretty cool. Oh, I'm gonna stop talking for a while. I kind of want to watch him. Oh, look at him, he's standing up. Oh, ooh. Oh, that's so cool. Anyway, sorry. So, yeah, the children's zoo also has an outdoor section, and they even have this little cave thingy. I took more videos of it, but I didn't add them all. And then they have a little bit more outdoor stuff, but I didn't really film it because it wasn't important at all. So, that's all you're ever going to see of the LA Children's Zoo on this channel. After you exit the children's zoo, if you take the route I took, you'll see meerkats and flamingos. This isn't a tour. What do you think I'm going to talk about them? I have nothing to say. We're gonna move on. Then after that, they have gharials, which are cool, but like I'm super sigma, so. Next up, for probably their best exhibit in my opinion, Australia. Now, the LA Zoo's Australia is filled to the brim with rare animals. First of all, they got the good kind of kangaroo, the western grey, and then they have koalas, which is already great for an Australian exhibit. They have bilbies, echidnas. Look at this echidna. Look at him walk around. He's so cool. They have bilbies, echidnas, and something else. They have yellow-footed rock wallabies. The exhibit quality for these specific animals it isn't amazing, but they have really rare animals, and this was probably my favorite section of the zoo. But after the echidnas and wallabies and bilbies and everything else, they have their indoor wombat nocturnal house. Let me tell you, this is like the best exhibit I've seen in a zoo for like a year. I might be overhyping this, but for me, like, I love indoor exhibits, and an indoor wombat nocturnal house is just perfect. And we got there just in time to see the wombats active. The next exhibit is the Komodo Dragon Place. I don't know if it's meant to be part of Australia, but for this video, I'm going to make it its own thing. However, it does have two animals, which are both Australian, kind of, technically. The Komodo Dragon, but more importantly, the Parenti, which is a first to this channel, and is really, really cool, you know. Then, next up, they do have a section with gorillas and orangutans, but as you can see, they weren't too enthusiastic. Which leads us to the drylands. It's kind of the zoos, like, how do I put this? Like they're just sand enclosures with random animals. Mostly hoof stock. It's the kind of exhibit that would never get a tour of its own, but I'll cover it here. It has a few animals, not that great, you know. And then was Africa, which was really boring. Next up is Asia. They had a few cool animals like toucans and markhors, but low quality exhibits, and there's not much to say. Okay, so apparently they have a South American exhibit other than the Rainforest of the Americas, but I didn't really film it because it sucked. Now for the Rainforest of the Americas. This was going to be like one of the two exhibits I made an episode out of. However, sadly, although the first part was great, the second part, there was like no active animals. I'm still going to make a video out of it though, but just so you know, it's not going to be the best episode. Alright, lastly, the lair. I didn't really film it. This is what I was most excited for, but it was really hard to film because glass doesn't go well. Okay, goodbye.